My name is Rick Namor. I was born and raised in Chicago many, many, many decades ago. I am an old piece. Anyway, I went to Illinois State University to start my degree in education and fine arts, and then transferred out to California to be with the people. And I got my BFA at University of California, Long Beach, and then I decided to name my master's, so I moved to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Beautiful city. I thought it was going to be all smoke. No, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I got my master's degree in painting and design at Carnegie Mellon. That was, again, many decades ago. And I started painting and designing, I imagine, when I was 5 or 6 years old. So I've been doing it for quite a few years, and I've developed over a time all different styles. I work in photorealism to abstract expressionism. I studied with Elaine and Willem de Kooning when I was in Pittsburgh and Rauschenberg in Illinois. So I have a lot of background, and I said, I don't want to just do one style. And somebody said, but that's how people will recognize your work. I said, I want to create. So I do photorealism, I do huge landscapes. A lot of my paintings are in major corporations around the country and in the world. I have paintings in France, Belgium, Ireland, England as well. And I had a gallery in Atlanta that represented me for 20-some years, Art and Associates. And through them, I have paintings in, I think, 27 or 28 states, owned by Coca-Cola and IBM, and Siemens and General Electric. General Electric actually commissioned me for 14 paintings, which was very nice. But I couldn't use my own name on all of them. They didn't like it. You can't use Namors and all of them, so I had to change my name on 7 of the paintings, which I didn't care. They paid me. And then I have major, major private collections around the country also, from Las Vegas to Boca to New York, Atlanta, Seattle, all over the place. So I just love to create. I mean, I don't stop. My arthritis is getting to me, where it's difficult to hold a pen or a pencil, even the markers that I use. But I love color. I mean, we live in color, so it should be surrounding us. And I do vibrant color. A lot of people say, well, not everybody can stand that much color. That's fine. I can, and I love it. And I love the design, the shapes, and how things work together, how your eye flows from color to color, from shape to shape. And that's the concept of design, a movement of the eye and the emotion. And that's one thing I always loved in my own paintings, because they're very, very fluid. My abstracts are juicy. I mean, they just flow. And I want to get an emotion from people that see them. And that's the only way an artist really gets reaction, is people that see the work and say, oh my God, that's beautiful, or oh God, is that awful? But you're getting an emotion. That's what you strive for when you're painting. So I work in, as I mentioned, many different styles, and this is one of my favorites because, again, I can shape things to lead the eye, the color, the shape, and move. This wrapping here goes up and around, brings your eye all the way through the entire composition. And that's part of the design elements have to be incorporated into any abstract painting, into photorealism, into landscapes, whatever. Your eye has to be drawn through it. This can't just be a picture. Oh, there's a tree, there's a hill. It doesn't work. It's got to have some flow to it and bring your eye around. So that's what I just love creating that way. And with the coronavirus shutdown and the isolation, I actually said I'm thankful that I'm an artist, because I don't know what people do when they're isolated like we have been. And I said, at least I can do this, so I started again. And one led to another, to another, to another. There's 6 here, or 8 here. I've got another 6 at home that I haven't finished yet. And I'm so excited about them, because once again, I just love this style. It's kind of hard edge, but it flows. So it's not just blocks of color. When the coronavirus shutdown occurred, and I had, was isolated, and isolation is not a good thing for a human being. You shouldn't. No man is an island, as Milton said. So I got my papers out, and my markers out, and I said, let me do something to keep busy. And this is what I started doing then. And it progressed from one to the next, to the next, to the next, and then I put them all together and visualize them as a pattern, and then redo what I had to redo. And then also in the meantime, I did a very surrealistic photorealism chest and mirror and objects on the mirror. And I mean, you could reach out and touch them. They're that real. And I said, oh, let me get back to this. They do that, and then I did a couple pencil pieces that are just 6 feet tall of trees. Very, very abstract type of trees, gnarled and carrying it. So if this, but I want the color. The others were in black and white, graphite. But I love the color and I need the color just to stimulate your brain. That's one thing that is important. So this is what I've been doing during the, so I say I think I've done 8, 10, maybe a dozen of these. And I'm still wanting to do more. Maybe even though we can get back out a little bit in masks, I'll still do them. Because I just, as I say, I just love creating.